There is a trap you can build in 10 minutes from a $20 box fan, a piece of window screen, and a shallow tray of water that catches more mosquitoes in a single night than every citronella candle, bug zapper, and aerosol spray in your garage combined, not by repelling them with synthetic fragrance that stops working 3 feet from the candle, not by electrocuting random moths and beetles while the mosquitoes fly past the blue light untouched, not by spraying a pyrethroid fog that degrades in sunlight within 48 hours and never touches the next generation hatching in the standing water behind your shed. By exploiting the one biological weakness that every mosquito species on Earth shares, and that no commercial product in the repellent aisle has ever been designed to target. Mosquitoes are among the weakest flyers in the insect world. They cruise at approximately 1 to 1.5 miles per hour. A standard box fan on medium setting generates airflow that exceeds their flight capacity by a factor of 5. They cannot fight it. They cannot outmaneuver it. When a mosquito flies into the intake zone of a fan fitted with a fine mesh screen, the suction pulls it onto the screen and holds it there until it dehydrates and dies. No chemicals, no electricity beyond the fan motor, no recurring purchase. A University of Notre Dame study found that bug zappers kill thousands of insects per night, but less than 1% are mosquitoes. Independent testing has shown that citronella candles reduce mosquito landings within a 3-foot radius at best. Pyrethroid yard sprays degrade in sunlight within 48 to 72 hours and kill pollinators alongside the target pest. The global insect repellent market generates over $11 billion a year selling products that address the symptom under a repeating schedule while the breeding cycle that produces millions of replacements every week continues untouched. A box fan with a screen on the intake side costs $20, runs on pennies of electricity per night, and physically removes hundreds of adult mosquitoes from your yard every evening while the breeding sites are being addressed through source elimination. One season of repellent sprays and candles costs $40 to $80 and leaves you exactly where you started. One fan trap costs $20, lasts for years, and shows you a screen black with dead mosquitoes every morning as proof that it is working. They did not suppress this because it failed. They buried it because a $20 fan that lasts a decade cannot sustain a product category built on monthly repurchase. This is the story of the fan trap, the simplest and most effective adult mosquito capture method ever documented, and the $120 build that the repellent industry prays you never assemble in your backyard. If these stories matter to you, the subscribe button and the bell are the best way to make sure this knowledge survives. And if you want the complete protocol with all the 80 hacks that save households over $4,000 a year, the link is in the description. Now let me explain why every popular mosquito control method fails, because understanding the failure is what makes the fan trap obvious. Bug zappers attract insects with ultraviolet light. Mosquitoes are not attracted to ultraviolet light. They are attracted to the carbon dioxide you exhale and the heat your body radiates. The zapper kills moths, beetles, lacewings, and other beneficial insects by the thousands every night, while the mosquitoes fly past it and bite you 10 feet away. You paid for a beneficial insect destroyer that makes your yard's natural pest control worse. Citronella candles produce a scent that mildly interferes with the mosquito's ability to locate you by CO2, but the effective range is approximately 3 feet from the flame. Step 4 feet from the candle, and the protection disappears. You would need to surround yourself with a continuous ring of burning candles to create meaningful coverage, at which point the fire hazard exceeds the mosquito problem. Pyrethroid yard sprays kill adult mosquitoes on contact. They also kill butterflies, bees, ladybugs, and every other insect in the application zone. The active compound degrades in sunlight within 2 to 3 days. New mosquitoes emerging from untreated standing water on your property or your neighbor's property replace the killed adults within a week. The spray company returns. The invoice repeats. Every one of these products targets adult mosquitoes through chemical or light-based attraction that mismatches mosquito biology. The fan trap targets the one thing every mosquito cannot overcome: airflow. Mosquitoes fly at 1 to 1.5 miles per hour. A box fan on medium generates airflow of 6 to 10 miles per hour. The physics is not negotiable. The average American household spends between $40 and $80 per summer on mosquito repellent sprays, citronella candles, coils, and plug-in devices. Over a decade, that is $400 to $800 on products that degrade within hours of application, kill beneficial insects alongside the target, and never address the breeding cycle, producing millions of replacements every week. A seasonal mosquito spraying service adds $300 to $600 on top of that. The combined annual spend on a problem that a $20 fan and a weekly water audit would solve permanently ranges from $340 to $680 per household per year. You cannot patent a box fan. You cannot trademark the concept of suction. You cannot build a subscription model around a piece of window screen. And you cannot sustain an $11 billion repellent industry when the homeowner discovers that the weakest flyer in the insect world cannot fight 6 miles per hour of airflow from a fan that costs less than 2 cans of yard spray. The fan was never hidden. It was hiding in plain sight in every garage, every shed, every storage closet in America. The repellent industry simply never had a reason to point at it and say, "This works better than everything we sell." Now here's exactly how the trap works and why the intake side is the only side that matters. A box fan moves air in one direction. The front side blows air out. The back side pulls air in. When you attach a fine mesh screen to the intake side, any mosquito that flies within the suction zone gets pulled onto the screen and held there by continuous negative pressure. The mosquito cannot generate enough wing thrust to break free. It presses against the mesh, dehydrates over the course of hours, and dies. The screen holds the body in place so you can see the result every morning. If you attach the screen to the blowing side, the fan pushes mosquitoes away from the mesh. You have a fan with the screen on the wrong side, there is no trap. This single detail, intake side versus blowing side, is the difference between a screen black with dead mosquitoes and a screen with nothing on it. The water tray placed 2 feet behind the fan on the intake side acts as bait. Female mosquitoes seeking standing water for egg laying are drawn toward the tray. Their flight path takes them through the suction zone. They never reach the water. The fan pulls them onto the screen before they can land. If you have made it this far, you already understand more about mosquito flight biology than 99% of homeowners and most retail staff selling repellent products. Subscribe and share this with someone who spent $40 on Citronella candles last summer and still got bitten every night. Now, what I just walked you through handles adult mosquitoes on your patio tonight. But mosquito control is one bill out of dozens that most households are overpaying every single month. I put together a complete protocol covering 80 hacks just like this one, each one replacing an expensive product or service with something that costs almost nothing. Households running the full system are saving over $4,000 a year, and the link is in the description. But stay right here because building the trap is only half of it. The placement mistakes that ruin the method are what most people never hear about. Now here's exactly how to build it and the 5 mistakes that make it fail. Step 1. Get a standard 20-inch box fan from any hardware store. Get a piece of fine window screen or mosquito netting, cut slightly larger than the fan face, with about 2 inches of excess on each side. Get zip ties, large binder clips, or Velcro strips for attachment. Get a shallow water tray. Step 2. Identify the intake side of the fan. Turn the fan on low. Hold a thin piece of paper near each side. The side that pulls the paper toward it is the intake side. The side that pushes the paper away is the blowing side. The screen goes on the intake side only. Step 3. Stretch the screen taut across the intake face and secure it around the edges. Pull it tight enough that it does not sag into the fan blades. If you want to remove the screen daily for cleaning, use clips or Velcro instead of zip ties. The best attachment method is not the most secure. It is the one you are willing to use every day for the entire season. Step 4. Place the water tray approximately 2 feet behind the fan on the intake side. Fill it with just enough water to create the appearance of standing water. This draws egg-laying females into the suction zone for stronger attraction on heavy mosquito nights. Add warm water, a pinch of brown sugars, a pinch of yeast, and a few drops of dish soap. The yeast ferments the sugar and produces CO2 that mimics mammalian breath. The soap breaks the water surface tension so any mosquito that lands in the tray cannot escape. Step 5. Place the trap where mosquitoes actually hide during the day, near shady corners, dense bushes, fence lines, under the deck, between the vegetation and where your family sits. Do not place the trap next to your chair. The water tray is bait. Placing bait next to your ankles invites mosquitoes closer to you before the fan catches them. The trap belongs between the mosquito harborage and the seating area, intercepting them on the way to you. Step 6. Turn the trap on 30 minutes before sunset. Mosquitoes emerge from their daytime resting spots at dusk. You want the suction running before they start hunting. If you wait until the family's already outside getting bitten, you are one step behind. Step 7. Every morning, turn the fan off, remove the screen, shake or rinse the dead mosquitoes away from the house, let the screen drain, and reattach it. Dump the water tray. This entire maintenance routine takes less time than making a cup of coffee. If it takes longer than that, you will stop doing it by Thursday and the fan goes back in the garage. Now here are the 5 mistakes that cause the trap to fail entirely. Mistake 1 is attaching the screen to the blowing side. The fan pushes mosquitoes away from the mesh instead of pulling them onto it. The screen stays empty. The homeowner concludes the method does not work. It works perfectly. The screen was on the wrong side. Mistake 2 is skipping the screen because you assume the fan blades will kill the mosquitoes. A few may get hit by the blades, but most get blown through and scatter. The screen is what holds them in place and dehydrates them. Without the screen, you have a fan, not a trap. Mistake 3 is placing the water tray next to your seating area day. The bait draws mosquitoes toward the tray. If the tray is beside your chair, you are pulling mosquitoes toward your legs and hoping the fan catches them first. Place the bait away from where people sit, between the harborage and the seating area. Mistake 4 is leaving the water tray out when the fan is off. Running water tray plus running fan equals a trap. Standing water tray plus no fan equals a breeding site. If you turn off the fan for the night or for the season, dump the water immediately. A forgotten tray behind the house produces hundreds of mosquitoes per week. Mistake 5 is not addressing the breeding sources. The fan trap captures adult mosquitoes that are already flying. It does not prevent new ones from hatching. If your property has clogged gutters, uncovered rain barrels, plant saucers, old tires, or any container holding water for more than 4 days, new mosquitoes will replace everything the fan caught. Walk your property once a week. Dump, scrub, or cover every water source. For water you cannot eliminate, use BTI mosquito dunks. The fan trap handles tonight. Source elimination handles next week. I need to be honest about the limitations because credibility matters. The fan trap is most effective in enclosed or semi-enclosed spaces like patios, screened porches, and areas bounded by walls or fences where airflow creates a defined suction zone. In wide open yards with strong crosswinds, the fan's suction zone is disrupted and mosquitoes may not be drawn through it consistently. In those conditions, the fan still provides a mechanical barrier that mosquitoes cannot fly through, disperses your CO2 plume, and makes the immediate seating area significantly more comfortable, but it captures fewer mosquitoes than in a sheltered location. A homeowner in suburban Georgia documented his fan trap results over a full summer season in 2023. He placed a 20-inch box fan with a window screen on the intake side, near the fence line between his patio and a dense hedge that served as the primary mosquito harborage on his property. He ran the trap every evening from 30 minutes before sunset until morning. His average nightly catch was between 80 and 200 mosquitoes visible on the screen each morning. His total season cost was the $20 fan he already owned, plus approximately $3 in replacement screen material. The previous summer, he had spent $65 on Citronella candles, a $30 bug zapper, and 2 cans of yard spray, totaling another $20, and had been bitten every evening regardless. The chemistry inside that $8 can of repellent spray creates a temporary chemical barrier that degrades within hours and kills beneficial insects alongside the target. The physics inside a $20 box fan creates a permanent mechanical barrier that exploits the weakest flight capacity in the insect world, captures hundreds of mosquitoes per night without chemicals, and shows you the proof on the screen every morning. One requires a recurring purchase and leaves the breeding cycle untouched. The other requires a plug and 10 minutes of your Saturday morning. $11 billion in annual repellent revenue depends on you never attaching a piece of window screen to the intake side of a box fan. $8 spray cans depend on you believing that mosquito control requires a chemical you inhale. And Citronella candles depend on you never learning that a mosquito's flight speed is 1 mile per hour and that a $20 fan exceeds it by a factor of 5. This knowledge did not disappear because it stopped working. It disappeared from the consumer awareness because it worked too simply and cost too little for anyone to build a product line around it. Suction does not care about marketing budgets. Dehydration does not negotiate with fragrance formulations. And a box fan sitting in your garage has never charged a licensing fee. If this video changed how you think about the bug zapper on your porch, the Citronella candles on your patio table, or the old fan gathering dust in your garage right now, then subscribe and share it now. Every single share puts this knowledge in front of someone the repellent industry assumed would keep spraying forever, and every subscription keeps this channel digging deeper into the secrets they thought were sealed forever. The full protocol with all 80 hacks is in the description. Everything the industry buried in one place.